Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
Hope all you guys are having a great weekend. Rama's right in between us,
Yes.
hanging on every word.
He's waiting for his line.
And he licked the microphone.
Everybody got a Rama kiss.
Yes, please do subscribe to both EEARTS and Evolutionary Energy Arts. And, more and more information's coming in from all of you guys about the, videos not being available and in multiple places too. There's a Bitchute and as well as YouTube, Bitchute and a few other places. Well, I mean, we only really go Patreon, Ko-Fi, the two YouTubes, Bitchute, Brighteon, and Rumble. And we're kind of hearing that people are having problems with pretty much all the sources at times. But again, we are living behind front lines. How else can you put it?
And we're doing our best to get the information out there, and they're doing their best to continue to create an illusionary veil that looks like we have freedom to speak, and they're just making the technology look like, oh, well, it just, that it just won't play. It's that simple. And yeah, we know.
Yeah, absolutely. The last video we did, it goes through, it uploaded in less than a minute, and then it processes. It processed fairly quickly, and then it goes through a system of checks. This is how it goes when you do YouTube. And the checking took hours. I don't even know if it's complete yet. So, when they're checking, it's again another way they can kind of demonize you, basically, while they're checking to see if your video is going to be approved or not. So, high school cancels rest of football season due to lack of healthy players. I've never heard of this before, ever. I was just saying to Cindy, it hits me this time of year. It makes me think back. Reminds me of my father. One thing that me and my father did, we watched sports. We were typical guys. We watched sports together. It's what we did. We'd watch baseball and football, and I liked basketball. He wasn't into basketball so much, but we definitely watched baseball and football together. I don't remember ever seeing a high school canceling the rest of its football season due to lack of healthy players. So this is from Bellevue, Kentucky. Now, this would right away be curious enough. Here we go, and we see Hudson, New York. Another high school has decided to cancel the remaining games in the varsity football season due to lack of eligible players. Health issues again. What? That's just strange. And then we see Waukesha. This is Milwaukee. Another high school announced the cancellation of its remaining football season. What? This is just kind of crazy. Opportunity to overcome. Akron, Ohio. Akron North, canceling football season. High school football game canceled due to player shortage. North Muskegon. Player shortage. And then, of course, we have just all the people that we're losing every day that are athletes in the prime of their life. Young, healthy people that are just dropping left and right. College soccer player from New Jersey found dead in his Pennsylvania dorm room. What can we say? This is just the scope of how big this is. I don't think we know, and I think a lot of people are starting to really question, how big is this? How many people? I mean, some people, I've heard people wondering, or even making statements like, it seems like there's just less people out there shopping, less people on the roads, less people everywhere we go. Are you guys noticing a difference in the amount of people that are out there? We've seen that the life insurance companies are saying excess deaths are through the roof, And the stats that we've seen before, some of them were saying a 40% increase or more. And I got to wonder if, that info, which we started to see dribbling out 6-9 months ago, where are we at right now? And here's an upstate university student athlete found dead in an apartment. And this is in Greenville. Appears that he died of natural causes. Well, what kills 20-year-old kids of natural causes? It's not old age. And then we have like all the other things that are going on. Over 700 students infected with upper respiratory illness. This is in San Diego. And this is at a high school. It's as if all of a sudden everybody's immune systems are compromised. All of a sudden it's just happening that teenagers, people in their 20s and 30s, even 40s and, star athletes are dropping left and right. Corey Phelan, Philadelphia Phillies prospect, dead at 20. He was a minor league pitcher. Rugby star, 22 years old, dies suddenly. What we saw earlier, it seems like this is speeding up. Rest in peace, Katsuya Kitamura, dead at age 36. MMA star and wrestler, passed away suddenly. And we had spoken of this lady, Sarah Lee, WWE wrestler, mom of 3, dead at 30. Wow. It's just every single day.
First I really want to send our prayers and best wishes out to everyone's family and anyone and everyone who has lost a loved one suddenly, unexpectedly. And, these times are hard enough. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of pressures. There's a lot of change. And when we look at things and recognize them for what they are, I know you guys don't have a problem doing that. You guys know what's going on. But it seems like there's a huge, huge case of cognitive dissonance across the land. And people might not be able to look and see the truth. They might not be able to. It might just be too heart-wrenching. There's a lot of heartbreak out there, and that makes it very, very difficult to look at the truth. Say if someone did, do something to get a CURE and let's just send our prayers out.
I was going to say, let's equate it in some ways where, you've heard of how the indigenous people in the Americas, when the first conquistadors came, they couldn't see the ships on the horizon because they couldn't conceive of it. They just had no notion of it. And it's like, I think that there's a lot of people out there that just can't conceive of what others can't totally understand. It's something that, again, it'll be like modern day version of the conquistadors showing up on our shores. If all of a sudden, extraterrestrials were rolled out and the governments of the world told us what they know, the fact that, there are extraterrestrials, they've been watching us the whole time. Hey, here's some. I think some people will go running and jumping off of buildings and bridges. Other people just won't know what to do because it's going to just wipe out their whole paradigm. Their whole worldview is going to be basically shattered. And I think that's kind of what's going on here, where, it's that old Jack Nicholson line, you can't handle the truth. Can the world handle the truth? And what will the world do when it understands, really, the entirety of what has been transpiring? That's the big question. Because, again, nothing's going to change unless we, and that's everybody, the 99.9 whatever percent wake up and say, we understand. This is a quote from Einstein. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. Somebody had made a comment saying, what do the guides say about all the illegal substances coming over the border? And I think they were kind of insinuating, why don't the guides do anything? Well, they're guides. They're not us. It's up to us. We're the ones. So, what is everybody out there that's listening to this actively doing to, basically pull the curtain away and expose the man behind the screens or the woman, the controllers behind the screens, and exactly what is going on? We all have to basically put our necks out there and use our voices and share what we know.
Mm-hmm. We are the ones who are here in the 3D. We are the ones who made the decision at a higher self level to come down here and assist through these changing times. So it is our position and our responsibility to each of us get in touch with our own guides as well. What are your guides saying? How do they feel about it? Mike and I, we do a lot of work to make sure that we stay in touch with ours, and we know where we stand and we know where they stand. But this is something that's really important. I know we talk to you guys a lot, and the biggest thing we always hear is, I'm alone in this. I'm alone in this. I'm done trying to, tell other people, wake up other people, and I completely understand that. But we do need to stay strong and focused for when others do come and need answers. We can be there for them, and we can be strong, and we can be present.
Absolutely. As always, guys, much love. May you be blessed by the creator of this universe. May you find peace in these troubling times, and share what you know and spread light.
Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.